It's something that I assume about performance, is that it's not contained only within the walls of a proscenium theater. If you come and you see dance in a museum, you see dance differently. Here it's a much more dispersed, kind of open attention and associates the body more with art objects. I think we should be considered that way as dancers. New Ocean is born out of the interaction between the dancers themselves, the vocabulary of the ballet, with an exterior concept of global warming, and we're using data from the melting of the polar ice caps to determine or select from among a catalog of phrases, and it's the incidence between the two things of the outside and the inside that create the ballet itself that we see, which is different each time depending on the data. I think it is something of an experiment in that sense, that you only know what the results are, and when you bring these elements together, I'm just very curious to know what it would be like.
Die Sammlung Moderne Kunst hat Anish Kapoor beauftragt, den britisch-indischen Bildhauer, die Rotunde zu bespielen. Und das Ergebnis ist dieses riesige, ovale, installative Objekt, das den Titel trägt Howl und alle Stockwerke der Pinakothek der Moderne umspannt. Ein Objekt, was die Raumerfahrung in diesem Haus vollkommen verändert, eine Symbiose mit der Architektur eingeht.
In this case, you have a manifestation of an exterior idea which we don't have in the ballet. So maybe Anish's object will take on symbolic value, and vice versa. The framing of the ballet perhaps will also give symbolic value to Anish's object, which I'm sure he didn't intend. If you're asking me how New Ocean and Howl need each other. Well, I mean, the truth is they don't. They're independent artworks. They were made independently, but there seems to be some kind of mutual attraction. Maybe there's another parallel to be drawn here about the time sense, because New Ocean is really an open field. It's sometimes almost featureless and extremely meditative. So this is approaching a material expression of time that we see here right now and in Anish's work. What really is distinct and exciting about this is that I think that's the kind of art that can and should be made for the internet, one in which the spectator is not expected to devote their full attention, one in which they themselves have a lot of options and choice about how to see what it is that they're seeing, one in which they can also be critiquing and socializing with other viewers simultaneously. It's a collective action to be online.